I think our team, we may have an individual who might be a rather eccentric individual. Do what you do as a GA, which is Gopher work. Oh, I don't think so. I think our team, we may have an individual who might be a rather eccentric individual that might say some things. But I think if you look at our football team and talk to our players, I think you'll find that they're all on the same page.
I think we probably know who that individual is. But
probably do. What's that?
What was your reaction to what Kory said?
As I'm looking at it, I need some help. I don't know, I can't do it all by myself. And everybody's coming to me, Chief, get the offense going, get the offense going. I do something and something bad happens. I do something good and something bad happens. And I need some help.
When you look at the entire offense, what would you see the problem is? Again, how surprised are you this offense isn't more functional than it is?
Since I've been at Purdue, offense usually starts out good and tapers off in the middle of the season and finishes well at the end. I guess this is what we're doing, tapering off in the middle of the season and probably going to finish well.
As I said to our own coaches, that he has grown physiologically but not intellectually in the last 4 years. So that's, if you know him, that's not a surprise. It's a disappointment. But I did make a special point of noting that in spite of the number, or as a result of the number of yards we rushed for, all the yards we rushed for except 2 runs, we got exactly what was blocked, what was there. So if any person thinks that they're going to carry the team, then perhaps we should just hand him the ball and stand on the sideline and cheer. I don't know what kind of a game plan that would be, but perhaps we could try it.
And, I mean, after having so much success with quarterbacks during your tenure, do you feel like Big Ten defenses have just been able to adjust more efficiently to your style of offense, and that's why that's contributing to some of the issues this season? Yes,
I would agree. It's contributing. I think that's true because if you go through the league now, I haven't taken inventory, but I would guess that there's probably 8 teams that are running the spread offense or forms thereof, and as a result, everyone practices more against it. Everybody sees it on the practice field, and everyone's made multiple adjustments, and they're better equipped to defend it today than certainly any time in the last decade. Well, he's an experienced player. I think that he's an exceptional talent. He has great hands. We've been fortunate over the course of time to have a couple of players similar to him. Our John Staniford, who's similar to Eric Decker. Taylor Stubblefield, in terms of his hands, I think Decker's a lot more physical receiver than Stubblefield was for us, but I compare the ability to catch the ball favorable with those guys, and of course they caught a ton of footballs here, so he can really catch the football. He's a physical guy, he's an experienced guy, he does a nice job of reading coverages and making adjustments and settling down and finding the window, and a big part of his success should also go to his quarterback. A real good receiver can do all the things I just mentioned, but if the quarterback doesn't deliver the ball, then it makes it difficult. I think that Weber's had an outstanding year to date throwing the football. I think he's throwing the ball better today than certainly we've seen him throw in the past. So I think when you have a hot quarterback and a really accomplished receiver, you put up some pretty impressive numbers. That's what he's done.
You mentioned the lack of big playability from the receivers. Do you think that's been a combination of the receivers and then the lack of being able to throw that deep ball and create that big play for the quarterback spot as well? It's just kind of a combination there.
Absolutely. We've had some guys open deep, and we've overthrown an awful lot of deep balls. And my message to our quarterbacks whether that's Curtis Painter or Joey Elliott or Clark Kent, you know. Underthrow the deep ball, at least we can make a play on it. But when you overthrow a deep ball or you're along the boundary and you throw the ball out of bounds, then no one can make a play on it. Brew came to Purdue as a graduate assistant, wanting to get into coaching, and so he was just an eager beaver guy. I mean, he wanted to help out wherever he could, and you know, do what you do as a GA, which is Gopher work. And now he's a Gopher. So how appropriate, eh? That the way he started is now what he's actually realized. He's become a Gopher. But Tim was just a high energy guy that was trying to get into coaching. And the guys that are trying to get into coaching usually have a smile on their face, and they get there early and they stay late, and they're underpaid. However, he's not underpaid today, but he is a Gopher.